Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppage, today joined by...
The dad. The Jarl of East.
Of course. So reviewing one more beer here at Dad's place, and I thought we should review this one together because it sounds interesting. So this is another beer that was sent to me from Beerjum. So thanks a bunch to Beerjum for the beer. I think you can still get it on the webshop, so please go ahead and check it out if you want yourself a bottle, or a can, sorry. And also just check them out in general. So this, guys, is from BrewDog, and this is the BrewDog Black-Eyed King Imperial Stout Vietnamese Coffee Edition. So it's an Imperial Stout on 12.7%. I've heard a lot of great things about this from Rob Hopsine, and I also think Adam from Adam's Craft Beer channel. So shout out to you guys. Check them out if you haven't already. And the reason why I thought Dad and I should review it was because we had another Vietnamese coffee beer.
Yep.
And that was the Bourbon Barrel Aged Vietnamese Speedway, which I think you gave a 99 and I gave 100.
Yeah.
So this has something to live up to. But the reason why I brought this as well is because it's not just with Vietnamese coffee. It's aged in whiskey barrels. They just say whiskey, so I'm not sure if it's Scotch whiskey or if it's bourbon whiskey or whatever it is. But then they use this Vietnamese coffee, but then there's also cocoa beans in there, so should have maybe more of a chocolate flavor. I don't know, but
Cocoa beans.
yeah, so, chocolate beans.
Yeah, okay.
So, all the reviews I've seen and, like, on YouTube, people say it's amazing. So, I'm looking forward to this Vietnamese coffee beer. So, without further ado, let's get this one cracked and poured. So, we got the BrewDog Black-Eyed King Imperial Stout poured. And your head faded, like, completely.
Totally gone.
And you even washed your glass, and I did. Weird. But... on mine, you can see the head. It's what color, Dad?
It's brown.
Yeah, it's brown, red. No, it's pitch black. But the head is, beige brown.
Beige brown.
But it's a pitch black Imperial Stout, really thick. Put out really dark. I'm looking forward to this. Is this going to be like Vietnamese Speedway, bourbon barrel aged?
Look at it. It's just.
I mean, I can smell the vanilla from here.
Yeah, and
the alcohol legs, like the
hanging on the glass.
Yeah, makes the glass brown.
Yeah.
Do you want to give it a taste? Or the aroma? Check out the aroma first.
Let's check how it smells.
Yeah. Oh, really coffee and bourbon forward, but it's got more alcohol than the Vietnamese Speedway.
Yeah, definitely.
Much more alcohol. What are you smelling, Dad?
I'm smelling the chocolate. I'm smelling the coffee beans.
Yeah, it's like this green, fresh coffee bean, almost like you do in the French press you have.
Yeah, and the bourbon flavor is there too.
Or whiskey. Again, they don't say if it's bourbon whiskey or it's just whiskey, but yeah, said whiskey barrel aged.
I don't know if it, but I think it smells a bit bourbonly.
Yeah. You're definitely getting that spirit barrel, but I think it might be just a Scotch whiskey because it doesn't smell as sweet as bourbon does. I think it's more of a kind of like minerally aroma to it, but it smells really nice. Very roasty, roasted coffee, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. It's got that umami, almost salty soy sauce edge to it, but also some licorice notes, some vanilla, some oak. You want to give it a taste?
The more you smell it, the more the alcohol.
Yeah, the more you get of the alcohol, for sure. I agree on that. You want to give it a taste?
Yeah.
I'm dying. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers, and thanks a bunch to Beerjum for the beer. Oh, that is really nice, but it is a completely different beer to Vietnamese Speedway. This is no way near as sweet.
No.
This is more on the roasty side, maybe. Like I think it's very roasty and very umami-like because, like the Viet Speedway bourbon barrel aged was very sweet and fudgy and chocolatey and an intense beer. This is more so rich roasted malt, rich like dark chocolate and coffee, but then I'm getting lots of umami. I'm definitely getting whiskey, of course, as well, and vanilla. But more of a minerally whiskey taste.
Yeah, and the roast.
I don't think it's bourbon from the taste. I think it's a Scotch whiskey.
No. But the roasted grain is really
intense
in this.
Yeah, there's a lot of roast flavor, and that soy sauce umami edge is there for sure as well. almost like ashy, almost like burnt.
Yeah, a bit
like
burnt.
A burnt edge. It's definitely leaning towards one of these more intense roasty imperial stouts than the really sweet blend ones. But that said, it still has some sweetness.
Could it be some of the barrel aged smoked whiskey flavors that get through?
I think it's just because they're using some kind of Scotch whiskey. Because I don't maybe think it's super smoky. But some of the Scotch whiskies are like lightly smoky if we're not talking some of the peated smoke and whatnot. But on the flavor, but there's almost like a smokiness for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Really nice Imperial Stout, but I think I hyped it up in my mind to be on par with the Viet Speedway because it used Vietnamese coffee and barrel age.
You don't get there.
No, it's. I wouldn't say this is even close because it's also just a different type of Imperial Stout because it's so roasty and whatnot. But I still think it's great. So I'm still gonna go 95. I still think it's a really nice Imperial Stout. This is something the the Chieftain of Mash, Sven, he loves these roasties, so he would probably be like 98. But for me, it's 95. It's still a really damn good barrel-aged Imperial Stout with nice coffee notes and chocolate and whatnot. But it's not that intense, fudgy, rich, sweet Imperial Stout like the Viet Speedway, which is the stouts I love. So, yeah.
I agree with you because for my taste, it needs a bit more sweetness.
Yeah.
So
and then I think a bourbon barrel maybe suits these kind of Imperial Stouts a little bit more sometimes.
Maybe.
I don't know. It depends also. If you want to make a umami Imperial Stout, then this works. Or a roasty forward.
For my taste, I go 93.
Guys, if you get the chance, check out the BrewDog Black Eyed King Vietnamese Coffee Edition. Still really nice stuff. Great Imperial Stout on the more roasty side. If you can't get this one locally, guys, you can get it at beerjum.com. Check them out. And yeah, as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And we're going to say cheers. And see you guys in another
beer review.